internet glitch, core instability, little 15-minute core activation, no crunches. We're going to focus on core engagement, stability, and posture. And just remember, guys, like, we don't need to be doing crunches. Again, in a world where we are all or nothing, I am the queen of all or nothing. Just remember that it really is the small things. Like, our core does more than keep our entire body erect, but it also gives us confidence. It holds our shoulders back a little bit more. It allows us to hold our head a little bit higher. So again, we are showing up. For me, it's 10 o'clock. I would love to give you guys a little bit more consistency. Hey, Nikki, Chantel, Danielle, Alina, hi everybody, thanks for being here. So we're here for day 3. I'm tired, I know everybody is, and again, I just encourage you guys to get these practices in whenever you can in the day. I'm here to remind you that it is not easy for me. We're in the toddler phase. My mom is actually here visiting, which has been amazing, but it is so important to show up for ourselves when we can and however we can. So I invite you, we're going to start with some centering and some breath awareness, because that is always the best way to arrive on your mat. Hi, Shancy. Sitting cross-legged, you could be on your knees, standing, whatever works for you guys. And again, we're just returning to the breath. We're arriving. You showed up. We're here. We did it. Inhaling deeply, expanding your belly. Remember that 360 full expansion that we want to get. Of course, down the road, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the 3-part breath, which is belly, ribs, chest on the inhale, and then chest, ribs, belly. But for right now, 360 breathing. Repeat for 5 deep breaths, focusing on activating the deep core without tension. Because I know for me, even after years of dance and swimming and military, activation often means tensing up, and that is like the opposite that we need. So this is just a gentle invitation to pay attention to your breath. For us women, the pelvic floor, like, what the fuck is even happening? Like, don't do Kegels. We all don't need Kegels. Whatever Cosmo told us back in the day. Like, if you haven't seen a pelvic floor therapist, if you are a woman, I highly encourage, and you don't even need to have had children. I think it's something that we all need. So this is a really great start to just becoming more aware, to paying more attention to even how we breathe and where we hold our breath. So we're setting an intention to just remind yourself, I move with strength and stability. This is us. This is us. This is us. Or like clenching, it's just sitting. It sounds insane, and it sounds so overly simple. But I try to remember this when I'm like sitting on the couch with Frankie. Like, you can do this reset any time of the day. I move with strength and stability. If you're uncomfortable sitting, we can be standing. Again, this can look any kind of way, guys. So we're gonna stand up. I know it sucks. Again, let me know. Do you want all sitting? Do you want to stand? We're standing. So we're going into this, just literally standing. Mountain pose. Standing Tadasana is what this is called. And it's not just a stand. It's being very intentional. Breathing, because we just, look at this, look, light between my legs. we're keeping it. We are empowered. And this is... You have to laugh. You have to have fun with it. But standing pose really is shoulder distance apart. And the palms of our hands face forward. And your chest is shining forward. Again, we're trying to get out of this. We're breathing into our belly. 360. Fill those ribs. Fill your back. Draw your shoulders down out of your ears. And I'm really bad for all or nothing again. You don't want your chin pointed all the way up to the ceiling. It's just lifted. Because you're a boss and you've got the fire in between your legs like I do. Relax your fingers. Just because your palms are forward, it doesn't mean that we need to be tense like I am. Relax. Just keep breathing, my friends. Are you clenching your jaw like I am? Because I'm still nervous. It's scary, but to know that every single one of you out there is a friend of mine, a connection, an acquaintance. I am so empowered because I'm just spreading the love and spreading the wellness because we all need this shit. So it doesn't need to be fancy. I'm in my basement. It used to be a wood room and I've just created a little space. Lengthening your spine. Exhale. Thank you guys for being here. Bear with me here. So from here, we've talked about grounding yesterday, sending those roots down through the ground, feeling your mat or the floor or the carpet, whatever is underneath you, but truly focusing on, you can let your hands go. And just pay attention to what your feet are doing. How do they feel? It seems silly, but is like one kinked out a little bit more? Because I tend to, I don't know what I do. What do you do? Just pay attention to it. So from standing, we're going to take a big inhale. And on the exhale, sitting down into chair pose. So we're pretending that we're sitting in a chair. If this is like not feeling good or not attainable, I invite you to actually bring a chair in and just slowly sit down into it. And then again, slowly stand back up. But the idea with chair pose, it's a love-hate for me. Arms up. Exhale. And your chin is up again, trying to figure out what's best here for filming, friends. Chin is lifted, but not too high. Shoulders down out of the ears. Hands are strong and stable, but not clenched. And I already feel it. Like, let's let the ego go. It feels strong. Like, reach. Connect down through the mat. Lengthen your spine. Feel as though there's a light, like, shining out of the top of your head. And again, you can hover slightly before sitting. We're engaging, keeping the weight in the heels. You can come out of it if it's hard, but just remember to breathe. That's like connection and breath. Don't overthink it, just don't hold your breath. Shoulders down out of your ears. Plant all four corners of your feet. If you've got like big wide ogre feet like I do, it's easy. I've got like the surface area of Shrek. And my legs are on fire. So just to like prove, it's all levels of fitness. Shake it out a little bit. We're coming down into a little side plank action. Who's here? Harry, hi! Oh, Shannessie's doing it. Shannessie even created a little space for herself. And like I said, I'm blown away. I'm so happy that this is being received well. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Thank you. So side plank, like I'm out of breath. You think the ego. We say, oh, it's too easy. It's so easy. We don't like, we're too busy. What are we going to do? Just to say, it doesn't need to be nuts. So side variation. I'm excited. Hold on, I have to calm down. Side plank variation. We can go from the knees. This is going to be for our obliques, guys. So again, modifications. From the hands and knees, we're going to extend the left foot back, or it doesn't matter what side you start with. I'm going to start with my left foot back, and from here, I'm going to raise my right arm up to the sky. So you guys can see I still have my right knee down on the ground. If you're feeling extra brave, you can come straight up onto your feet. Option to drop your left knee down and kind of plant the top, plant the top of your right foot. So that's nice and stable. This is good stuff, and again, just breathe. So I'm gonna come up here. Little wiggle wobble. You put your knee down in between, and still feeling and being aware of what's going on in your neck and your body. This doesn't actually feel good for me anymore. So I'm going to look down, where you can do a little head motion. We carry so much tension in our shoulders, all the way up through our arms. Another big inhale through the nose, and you can blow it forcefully out. Say, what the fuck, groundhog? I don't know, I think it actually came back good. Spring soon? Whatever. And lowering down our right hand, guys, we're going to do it on the other side for this. I'm going to switch sides, but you don't have to. So modifications, totally whatever feels good for you. I've got my right hand down. Big inhale, you're stretching your left hand up to the sky. Whether, look, mama had a baby and her head chopped off. You can come up all the way. A little wiggle wobble. How does this feel how does this side feel from the other? Breathing. Again. Modifications. Whatever feels right, play with it. And my neck is equally as tight on this side. So I'm going to look down. You can look wherever you want. Paying attention to, friends, like, I'd be curious to know out there who's got injuries. Bearing in mind, you know, if you're carrying kids around, this hits different for everybody. Are you weight training? Are you working hard physically at work? I think we can all use this stuff. I feel like it's the first time I've taken a big deep breath all day. So standing knee lifts. We're going to stand right back up. Inhale, right knee, hip to height, and we're going to balance on the left leg. So whatever feels right for you for your hand. The former dancer in me has to do a little kickstand. So inhale, and whatever feels good for height. Bearing in mind hip flexor, mine are awful, awful, awful. Engage the core without tensing your body, and lower. It sounds so simple. This shit is hard. Repeat 5 times. Same side. 360 breath. Expand the ribs, expand the back, expand the collarbones, expand the scapulas, shoulder blades. You need a little, I always need a little neck ring in between. On your own time though, guys. Up and down 5 times. Again, you can go super high. But this is core instability without doing crunches. Like, you can literally do this standing in line at the grocery store. And it sounds stupid, but I do it. You know, like, I've got fibromyalgia. I do this shit all the time. And you can too. I stopped counting. I don't know what we're at. But when you're done on the right side, we're going to switch over to the left. Again, whatever feels good. We'll put that fake tree down in this basement. Hold onto a chair for support. I've got this sweet little wall here. And again, notice, like, do you balance better on one side than the other? I'm just here to prove that we don't need much of anything. We don't need much time. We don't need much space. We don't need equipment. We don't need fancy or expensive or anything. I think the most powerful thing about this challenge to me is like the community aspect. Knowing that we're all needing it. Again, we'll just keep doing this till okay. Oh, there's that tree again. Shake it out. God, we are strong and stable. Are we strong and stable? Okay, seated side bends. My mouth is dry because I'm nervous. So sit cross-legged or on a chair. Modification, you can stay standing up with your feet hip width distance apart. And we're literally just inhaling the right hand up overhead like we did the other night. And over. Inhale to the top. Both hands, and switch over to the other side, laying your right hand down on the floor. Inhaling, both hands up to the top, exhaling, and over. Simple, yet profound. Inhale, up. Do this in your car, in your chair, at work. But you best be thinking of me. And like, that's it. Now we're gonna lay down for Shavasana. Tracy, hi! Girl, you had a baby. Okay, I can't. I gotta keep going. Love you. Shavasana. So friends, from here, we're not just going to flop down onto the mat, but we are knees bent, hands on the knees. We're going to very slowly, like one vertebrae at a time, lower down onto the mat. And I don't know about you, but just my back loves this. My hip flexors don't. My lack of abdominal muscles. But this is a start. Shavasana, because a 15-minute practice goes pretty quick. Another big deep breath. And just notice after that quick little ditty, how do you feel compared to when you started? So I invite you to stay right here, lying on your back, fully relaxed. The journal prompt for today, for the end of your practice, is where do I feel the most stability in my body and life? How can I cultivate more balance, physically, mentally, or emotionally? Is it all of the above? Now, in your final comfortable resting position, whether you're on your back, if you've got a wall close by, I invite you to raise your legs up the wall. Keeping your eyes closed, take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale slowly through your mouth. Imagine your core as your inner anchor, a steady center of strength and balance. With each inhale, feel that strength growing, because you a baddie. And with each exhale, release any tension or doubt. We have enough of this, I think. Repeat silently or out loud, I am stable, I am strong, and I am supported. Stay here for a few more moments, allowing yourself to fully relax, knowing that strength is not about effort, but about trust. Trust in your body, trust in your breath, trust in yourself. And showing up for this 28-day challenge is exactly what that is all about, my friends, is showing up for yourself so that we can better show up for everybody else. So when you're ready, gently bring awareness back to the space. Again, it doesn't matter where you are. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, carry this sense of strength and stability throughout the rest of your day. Whether that is like me for now, right now, get ready for bed. You guys empower me every day, and I didn't get to it until 10 p.m. And I'm not saying we need to push. Rather, we need to do the opposite. And anybody who knows me knows that this is not easy. So thank you all so much for being here for day 3. I'd love to hear any feedback, and I'm making it up as I go, guys. So honestly, I'm open. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to see, I would love to hear from you. Thanks for being here, and namaste. You're a baddie. Big fat wet kiss.